Hello, and welcome to another Derail Valley Overhauled stream. I am Nico Fox, and we're going to be kicking things off today with some more gameplay, picking up where we left off in the last episode. And of course, if you missed that last episode and you're watching the replay of this one, you can find that in a link up in the right-hand corner of the video right now. Right, so last time, you'll remember that we picked up the military license up in Food Factory, it was, and we of course brought some canned food down to the harbor along with some other goods. And so today I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a look over at the military yard and see if we can't pick up one of those jobs. And of course, the reason why we picked up the military license last time was because Latter Husky, who joins the stream sometimes and runs his own stream, or rather not stream, but posts his own videos, did vote for it in the fundraiser that I have going on right now. And of course that fundraiser, you can find a link to it in the description. Proceeds go to the advancement project, which you can also find more details for them at that link. But know that they are a group focused on advancing the needs and the rights of people of color here in America. And yeah, that's certainly something that is good work to be done, and there's lots to do. So, if you can spare a few bucks, hop on over to that link. You can choose what other licenses you'd like me to choose go for next, or in-game items that you'd like to see me use here, or locomotive skins that you'd like to see me try. There's plenty of options to vote for there, and I'm also running a raffle. Of course, there is a certain point that we need to get to unlock that. So, I think I'm going to probably be wrapping up the fundraising come this weekend. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we'll make it to unlock that raffle, but certainly it is a possibility, and for that it's a $5 minimum, with the chance to win a copy of Derail Valley for you or a friend, if you already have it. And I think when not today, but the other streams that I do this week, I'll go ahead and I'll actually do a match during the streams. So, like I said, we'll do that in some of the later streams. Probably starting Thursday, because I am busy tomorrow. All right. Right, but I thought it would be kind of cool today, since I haven't done it in a while, to use a steam locomotive, but of course there's none that have spawned here. So let's go ahead and spawn one. Now I am using the this is the how do I do this? I think I gotta put it on the track first. The Train Spawner Plus mod. Shoot, how do I turn its direction around? I always forget this. No. Oh. Okay, well. Cancel. Yes. Tender. Alright, it is going to take some doing then. Because, what? Come on, let me put it on this track. it doesn't want to be on the track that I need it to be on. Oh, it wants to be up there. Of course. Well, what if let's see, maybe I can put it on this track. Hoping for the best here. Let's go ahead and see what happens if I move this around here. I am really hoping that they link up. Are they gonna? I'm not sure. Well, there is like the tiniest bit of water in here. Oh, you know what? I need a shovel. Hey there, Ryan. Hello. And hi there, Roxy as well. Or Foxy. Rockstar Foxy. I need a shovel here. I have to go to Lost and Found, which is where I left it. Take the slider as well. Trying to spawn in a steam locomotive here. But I didn't quite get them coupled. So this could pose a problem. What I'm going to try to do here is shovel in just a little bit of coal. Come on, can I reach it? Okay. Let's try this again. So, grab some coal. Can you only grab coal if they're coupled? What the heck? Give me the coal. Oh my... Oh, okay. This is not working. Let me just try to clear them. Nice. I guess if they are player spawned, they don't cost money to clear. Cool. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. Right. Can I... No. Okay. Let me see. I want to put it on this side. Ah, there we go. Okay. Alright. So that is the locomotive in. Let's grab a tender. This should couple this time, I think. Okay, that is certainly looking better. We want switch. And now that I've got it spawned in, I'm going to go ahead and turn off that option. But yes, this is certainly a nice paint scheme. Again, part of that Pride Pack done by Kitty Cat. There we go. Alright, so we have got the track set up here. And as I mentioned, potentially before y'all joined in here, we'll be taking a look at the military license today, since we picked that up last time. Yeah, certainly there is a... it appears that you can only use the tender if it is coupled to the locomotive, which means that if you intend, or if you make the mistake of not coupling or spawning the tender where it can be coupled, there's no way for you to just shovel some coal in, build up the tiniest bit of steam that you would need with just the water that's in the boiler when you spawn it, and then just drive it back so that it would link up. Alright, we will let this gradually warm up here. And I think this is on. Yeah, pretty sure that's on. Let's go ahead and take a look over at the military yard. And let's look at what jobs we have here. We got to remember that we only have military license 1, so we may be limited in what options we have to take here. We also only have hazmat 1, so can't take anything crazy. But we could take this logistical. Yeah, that seems to be the option we have here. Oh, and Ryan, you're currently adding ballast to your the track on your HO layout. Oh, that sounds pretty rad. Are you modeling anywhere in particular, or just doing some railroad of your imagination type stuff? So pretty interesting rail cars here. Looks like this is probably the job that we're looking at here. Yeah, number 84. We'll need to move some of these other rail cars out of the way in order to access that. Imagination. Alright. That's pretty rad. I imagine that's something that you have at home, then? I know I'm part of a model railroad club here locally, but we haven't been meeting lately due to everything that's been going on with the coronavirus, so I haven't really been able to get my model railroading fix lately. Luckily, I have this virtual railroad to spend some time in. Alright, let's see how that locomotive is doing. Alright, we've got some steam in the boiler. I think it's about time we roll out here. Let's check, make sure we're clear. Alright, looking good. Aha, it's in your bedroom. And all your good equipment is at your club. Ah, I see. Yeah, have you... I take it perhaps y'all haven't really been meeting much either during this time. Certainly that's been the case for us. It's still looking pretty alright here. Don't want to be heating it up too much just yet. going to take a look at where we're headed here. Alright, we want to be headed to the left. And we'll have to be wary of that other switch, because I think I'll need to throw it as well once we get a little closer. And yeah, so Ryan, your club is in the basement of an auditorium. The city is using it for a COVID testing place and a backup hospital. Yep, so for the past 3 months, going on 4, yeah, you've been out. Yeah, that's too bad. But yeah, at least you do have, you know, something that you can work with there at home. That is nice. I know some members of our club have their own personal layouts at home, but I, for one, don't really have the space here in my apartment. Let's see, we want to throw that one. Okay. Looks like the other one is already set. So now it's just a matter of coming on back here and grabbing cars that we need. Actually, I'm gonna take a little hop out here and see. I have this odd feeling that 37 and 37, yeah. I might actually want to see, these are 84 though. Do I want to shunt those over there? Debatable. Alright, how close are we getting here? Yeah, we're getting pretty close. And that sounds like we have reached the first set of cars here. And we didn't happen to push them far enough to couple here, did we? No, not quite. Not just yet. Alright, so let's take it back a little farther. Don't need to go too far. And we seem to be all the way there. Should be right about here. Okay, and let's just make sure we've got all of these that we need to move out of the way. And they're all coupled up. Your room is 90% layout. Other 10% bed, storage, walking room. Wow, that it must be pretty nice to have that. Alright, I think we're going to need a little bit more coal here. We are running low. So we'll just add in a couple scoops just to keep things warm. Oh, looks like we've actually made it far enough already. Let's start slowing down here. And we'll roll it over to reverse. You know what? I gotta throw that switch. Let's not forget that. And you know what? Let's also do let's get these set up for a kick. Then we won't have to do quite so much movement here in the yard. I'm out of control. Get me in the cab, please. Thank you. Alright. I think we need a little bit more braking force here. Yeah, there we go. And should be able to, once we get clear of the switch, just set the brakes on these cars. And that looks like it's going to be far enough. Alright. Oh, and before I forget again, let's throw that switch. Car's doing all right. We've got a bit of a ways to go. Let's get some more speed here. Work tomorrow. What will you be doing? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Ah, nice. You'll be running the trolleys, or are you still learning at this point? Alright. Job number 84 is the one we're taking today. Heading on up to the military base near Iron Ore Mine East. Alright. We are building up brake pressure. Actually, looks like we already have brake pressure. But well, we'll actually start getting underway here. But I do need to remember to turn in, or rather activate the job before we go. Alright, so I think the entrance is somewhere over in here. So let's go ahead and we'll run up the east side here and take it around that way. So we're going to want to be nice and stoked up here, because that will be an uphill climb that we'll be experiencing. And away we go. Yeah, so Ryan, it would not count if I took it all the way to the end and tried to start it there. And that is the case both in the vanilla version of the game and also with the persistent jobs mod, which I am running. Let's hop out here, go validate this. Denied. Oh, debt warning. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see if I can run. Oh no. You know what? I bet that track. Yep. Okay. Let me follow this around over to here. Okay. I think we're safe on those other ones. Let's see, what do we got in fees? Probably these ones. Okay, now will you let me validate? Yes, cool. And it lets me validate here too, that's good to know. Okay, let's catch that train. And it looks like we're running the safety valve there, so we have plenty of steam to get up this other end of the hills over here. So it looks like all the switches are set straight through, which is perfect. It's right where we want to be. Ryan, you are... Oh, yeah, the quotations mean that you're not getting paid yet. Sure, you're still learning. But that's good. Means you'll be further on your way towards actually driving them. So that's good progress. Alright, looks like we need some more water in here, and we'll probably also need some more coal. Probably was a little bit inefficient of me to stoke it up quite so hot while we were still over in the yard. I could have waited until we were rolling through here to do that. people look at you weird when you're digging for dirt. Yeah, that's the struggle with model railroading, of course. It's all in finding the dirt. Well, there's plenty of other things to do too. Alright, the fire is nice and hot here. Looks like we're a little bit of speed here. Certainly is not what I'm used to when running the steam locomotive. We're also, it feels like going uphill here. We're going to need some more water. See, that's a 70 zone, so we should be doing fine. Yeah, we're still doing 60. I didn't quite catch the speed limit here in this corner. Alright, 80 and uphill coming up. We've got a 60 zone coming up. We are under 60, we're at about 50. But we are fast approaching that limit. A 7, I believe. Alright, we're on somewhat level ground here now. She might even need to use a little bit of independent brake just to get under a little bit safer speed here. That's another 60. Yep, doing fine. Time for some more water. What are we doing on coal? We're doing fine. We've got plenty of steam at the moment. Ah, yes, using the food sifter to get the right scale of dirt. Sounds about right. We can turn this off. In fact, one of these, yeah, water dump, we should be able to see that. And you know what, it's not important. We know we've got water in there. I don't want to be spending the time to look at that right now when I need to be looking out for speed signs. Looks like there's one coming up just around this bend. I believe that was the dinner for the fire, but we're honestly doing okay in terms of the heat that we have here. Now, I'm not super familiar with this side of the map, so I don't want to be taking anything too crazy fast. I say as we're steadily increasing speed here. And it looks like we've got a 60 zone coming up. We'll give it a little bit of independent. Just to hopefully bring our speed down a little bit. Back under that 50 range. Okay, and we are headed to the right. I missed what that speed said. Alright, it's certainly a much bigger task to be running the steam locomotive than it is the DE6. I'll say that. Looks like we've got some grade coming up. It's pretty consistent speeds. It seems that we can go pretty consistent 60 along this route, which is nice. I don't think we're quite on level ground yet. What do we got here? Oh, 30. That came out of nowhere. Yes, that certainly came out of nowhere. Actually looked like that sign said we're going to be getting some downhill soon. Now I think it is time to take a look at the fire here. Give it a stoke or two, just enough to keep it alive. Make sure we've got enough steam for the journey. So around you have a lot of red anthills. Not the stinging type though, and you've been digging around them because the ants bring up the right texture you need. Oh wow. That's pretty rad. The ants are doing some of the work for you. Yeah, that just one random corner that's got a 30 limit on it. And I'm going to go ahead and give it another stoke here. Alright, we got an 80. We got a 70 coming up. And actually open it up a little bit here. Ooh, I missed that sign. Hope it was 70 or below. That one up there is 70. Oh, and here is Goods Factory that we're passing. We're doing it at a pretty good clip here too. I'm sure part of that is to do with the fact that we're hauling empty cars today. It's really hard to tell how much water is left in there because I filled it up a little bit too much to begin with, and now I don't see that bubble anymore. That's a 40 up there. Here comes this hill, which just seems to come out of nowhere at the end here. But I think we're also coming up to a junction soon. Not quite yet, though, it looks like. Should be a bit of a ways in the distance, but we are getting pretty close. You say after a while the ants get frisky, and they don't like you digging around. Yeah, I don't think anyone really likes other folks digging around their homes. We got another 40-kilometer-an-hour zone up here. We'll let the fire do its thing for now. The 30 zone. Let's kill that throttle. Let's see, we might actually just be able to let it coast and be okay. Fingers crossed. Yeah. It looks like we're coming up to the junction pretty soon. 2 days later, you see you outside your apartment's pick up a bucket of dirt. Don't get the spray bottle. I might be forced to if you're digging around my home. That is certainly not behavior we want to encourage. So it might just be time for the spray bottle. All right. I think once we get through this junction a little bit, it's going to be time to stoke some more. So we've got some more uphill to do here. And if this thing would just stop getting stuck on the walls, that would be nice. And we got some uphill here to do. So we're going to need some more coal in that firebox. Make sure we're nice and steamed up. Though we certainly seem to have plenty of steam right now. I think we're approaching the junction for coal mine here. And we are set the way that we want to be going, so that's good. Zone up ahead, but that's alright. We're doing well below that right now. Can't really see what comes after that yet. 50 zone looks like. That might just be for the junction. To throw that switch, and we've got 60 around this back corner here, and it's downhill, so let's go ahead and cut the throttle. In fact, it's going to be 50 pretty soon here. We need to be on the lookout for the junction to the military base. We've got a 40 junction up ahead. Let's get rid of a little bit more of this speed. Alright, well, you know, good kitties don't dig around other people's homes. I'm watching you. No, wait, you're watching me. Ah! Oh, this is a junction, so that probably means that the military base is coming up here somewhere. We just saw a sign for a junction. Question is, where is it? I don't see it yet. Might be around this bend yet. Yes. Let's see. All right. Yes, I am certainly the one who started the live stream. But yeah, it's always it's fun to joke around with y'all here in the chat. Makes things a little bit more lively instead of just running this train and that's it. Although this steam locomotive is plenty lively to keep going at the correct pace and all that. B6S is what we're looking for here, and I honestly have no idea where it is, but we don't need to be going to the roundhouse. Looks like we need to drop a little bit more speed here, and we're kind of on the wrong side to be seeing where this is. Yeah, I can't see anything on those placards yet. Are they just empty? No. They just... You gotta get really close to them or something. I don't know, man. Let's see. It needs to go on 6S. Do we have room on the other side to do any maneuvering? We have a little bit of room in there. Yeah, let's take it from the backside here. Well, it certainly doesn't dump very much very quickly. There we go. We'll get our pressure down just a little bit so we have a nice smooth movement here. The running gear is pretty cool to see moving around. I certainly appreciate that the devs did not, skimp out like some train games made by folks who are not quite so into trains. Sometimes do. But no, you can tell that the devs care a lot about this game. Okay. Our switch is set. Let's back it down. Let's look at what we're backing it towards, though. Okay, it's just an empty military boxcar here. That was interesting. Oh, it seems to be perhaps some of the... yeah, there's like an invisible wall here, which I think is made of the mountain that yeah, it looks like the terrain it doesn't render except on the edges, it looks like, but the hitbox is still there for teleporting and the like. But not for walking, and also not for driving a train. Which is good, because otherwise we would have just smashed right into it. Little glitchy there. Looks like we might need a single stoke in the fire. Just to keep that warmed up. And we've got our water level bubble left back again. All right. We don't want this to take forever, but we also don't want to go too fast. Oh, and this is a loading track. Very interesting. It looks like we're already getting pretty close there. Yeah, they hide their bunker by making sure that folks can't teleport into it. It's certainly an important consideration when designing a bunker. Can the enemy teleport here? I'm off the train again, aren't I? Nearly there. Well, I think that might be it. Nope, we just ran out of momentum. It sounds like we're there. Yes, okay. So, we just need to give these a little bit of a push. And, well, maybe a lot, a bit of a push. I wonder what happens if I could just maybe push them without taking the brakes off. I wonder if there's actually a difference in the model between a car that has its brakes on versus a car that has them off. No, it looks like they're the same. Yeah, we've got huh. All right. I probably am wasting more time than I'm saving by not coupling the cars. It looks like we are nearly there. But I think I want to push it a little bit extra, just in case some of that nonsense in the middle there unsprings itself once we let go. But it also looks like we are low enough on steam at this point that we're not going to get much further. Let's go ahead and say that's probably far enough. And let's go turn this job in somewhere, wherever that might be. Is it in here? Well, one way to find out is to come in here and see if it is here. There's a desk, that's pretty cool. There's a shadow with nothing above it. Or is that... I'm like, looking at the computer, I think this is like a camouflage texture on there. That's interesting. Can't go inside, but you can go up on this little ledge. This loads some classified. Looking for the office. I'm gonna go with the office is probably not in here. Although there is some stairs. And there's an office, not the one we're looking for though. Perhaps it's out here. Oh, you know what? It is outside. All right, we got the time bonus for that. Cool. That's a pretty good payout for just hauling some empty cars. And yeah, no damage or anything to worry about. You know, I wonder if you did happen to damage some cars, there's no career manager at the military base, so could you even pay the fees, or would you just like not be able to take anything? That's quite the question. There's not a whole heck of a lot going on here that I can take. Just this logistic haul back down to the harbor military base. And I'll certainly think about taking that. But I also think I want to explore a little bit. This is a new section, completely new in Overhauled, and I haven't seen it yet because it has been off limits to me until now. We've got some tanks over here. Some barracks. A dumpster, perhaps? Certainly what it looks like. But I could be wrong. I don't really know about military stuff. Camo computer looking burnt out, yeah. Yeah, those buffers certainly are not quite doing their job. But let's go ahead here and uncouple from these train cars. And you know, the funny part is that I think that the boxcars here, yeah, that's that logistical haul, that I could take down to the harbor. So I'm gonna have to move some stuff around. Interesting to see that there's a different texture for the military vehicles. It's like a green camo-y type look. And yeah, Foxy, it's at the entrance. Yep. Certainly is. Looks like we've got a turntable here as well, which is in the ground. Lovely. So I think I'm going to be wanting to turn the locomotive around before we head back out. So let me get on with doing that, and then we'll decide what to take. Although it's gonna be that logistic haul, like, guaranteed. I should take the brakes off. That would help. Would also help to have some water in the boiler. have to dig first if I want my train turned around. That would be quite the mechanic. Doing fine. We're doing fine on Steam right now. So we need to go on back beyond that first switch and move the locomotive onto the turntable. Looks like there's a bit of a hill there, so I'm already moving before putting any throttle into it at all. I think I should be on. Yes, I am. And at the rear too. Yep. Okay. Let's get this turned around. The snapping feature is well appreciated. Also kind of silly in the way it looks. You know, let's take a moment here to check resources. We've got plenty of coal, it looks like. And some amount of water. I'm not quite sure how much. One of the things that I've mentioned in the Discord channel is I would love to see somebody make a skin for the steam locomotive that has tick marks on the vertical bar here, so you know how much water you have used. It also looks like it can stand right on this. Where is that handle? There it is. Okay. I'm gonna pause for a moment here, just to take a look at some settings on my computer. Okay. So I think what we're going to be doing here, and I will get started with that as I describe it, is we're going to go ahead and take this logistical haul, and we'll move first over to Iron Mine East, and I think that is where we will wrap it up for today. But we'll see next time what jobs we can take from there down to the steel mill, and we'll take the lot of them down that way and see what else we can pick up headed for the harbor. Okay, that is set. I'm going to need to do a little bit of shunting here. I'll go ahead and pick up this job booklet just so we have it handy. That is quite the hill there. Pretty much accelerated us up to 10 kilometers an hour without us needing to put any throttle in at all. I'm reminded that I cannot zoom and crouch at the same time. So it looks like those dials are unreadable from where I stand anyway. Right, so we'll be moving this empty flat car. You know, I bet there is... right. Shunting load 12. Are these all outbound, inbound, outbound, siding? Yeah. So it looks like the loading track, the one and only loading track, is there in the bunker. Well, we've got some room on the track next door here, so let's go ahead and place it there. Oh wow, you got woken up by a large firework. Yeah, there have been a lot of fireworks going on recently. We've been hearing them here too. I guess folks are getting antsy for the 4th of July. Excited for the holiday and perhaps not having much else to do at the moment. I wonder what's on this car right here. Oh, that is classified information, apparently. Uh-huh. Oh wow, that's always startling, that like falling off a cliff feeling. Alright, looks like that should be plenty. Actually, let me check the other side just to make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably clear of the switch. Actually gonna leave that one open. Looks like we need a little bit more coal here. Certainly let the fire get a bit low. Which is alright. We've got some nice soft starts and stops here. Which is perfect for yard work. And we are clear of that switch. Alright, just getting things linked up here. And then it'll be time to get a move on. We'll add in another scoop of coal here. Actually, let's go ahead and do a second scoop, because we're going to have that hill that we'll need to climb up right away. And let's top off the water as well. Alright, and just to make sure here, before we get too far along, we are looking at job number 24 for logistic haul. Should have 6 cars. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright. So, as the train begins to pull out of the station here, let's go ahead and begin this. Job commence. Alright. Actually, I want to teleport back a little ways here. See if I can get a screenshot. We'll see how those came out a little later. Alright, and we are headed up a hill here. Right away. Looks like we can also turn that off. Got plenty of water in the boiler now. And we are going uphill again. Doing fine on water for now. Coming up to a 60 zone. We are doing alright on speed. I actually want to jump a little bit ahead of here. See if I can get some nice screenshot there. Yeah, not really getting much of anything at that angle. Although perhaps with this rise up here, although I need to be slowing down. But yeah, perhaps with this little rise here, we'll get something a little bit better. And we'll see how that comes out. as I get up to the junction here, I'm going to actually want to stop before we make it all the way across, and I will leave these cars out on the main line for us to pick up later after we grab some ore cars. I need to stop before we get the rail cars. Let me hold it with just the independent. Yeah, because that's what I feared. I went a little bit too far. Alright, that looks like plenty. Have a little bit of train brake on, just to keep things in place a little bit better on this hill. Maybe should have left a little more, but we'll just do that, and it'll stay right where it is. Alright. Well, this will be pretty much where we're wrapping up the stream here. I'm just going to run into the iron mine here, the ore mine, and then we'll be wrapping it up for today. That's looking like a pretty empty yard there. I am certainly hoping that we find something. Are those flat cars? I bet they're going to be headed to Machine Factory. Maybe. I mean, I guess they could be headed a multitude of places. Pretty much everywhere uses flat cars. That one. Yep, this is a pretty lonely yard here. Oh, Gave me a heart attack there, the way it zigged right before that switch. Thought we were going to be heading down and careening into these empty flat cars here. Well, this is a bit of a disappointment. Ryan, how long have I been into trains? Pretty much as long as I can remember. I was into him as a little kid, and I enjoy him as a big kid too. How about you, Ryan? When did you get into trains? Same, yeah. I should be able to see something on the ground that indicates where this... I heard a noise though. Oh, you can maybe only see it on this side? Oh yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. That tender does not want to play nice. Where is this pad? Oh, am I on it? I think I'm on it. The question is, are both of them on it? And the answer is no. Yeah, but I saw a screenshot that seemed to indicate that I should be able to get both locomotive and tender on the pad at the same time. Maybe that's not true. Oh. Yeah, that certainly looks like only the tender. Oh well, probably don't need too much service. Yeah, so it looks like we used about half a tank of water. It's heading up here. You tell everyone you're probably born saying choo-choo. Oh, that's pretty cute. Yeah, so a little disappointed in what is available here in this yard. I have a feeling it is in part due to the persistent jobs mod that I'm running right now, and probably has some just a lot of jobs down in steel mill. Oh, these are going to sawmill. Interesting. That's quite a ways away. That's the other corner of the map. Actually, what is that? Yeah, interesting. Yeah, there's not really anything for me to do here. You know what, we'll go a little bit longer then, and I'll take a run down to the coal mine to see what is available there. but in that case, I'm going to need to stoke some more coal here. Two stokes should be sufficient. Extra long stream, yeah. Won't be running it too much longer. So I think I'm coming up on like 2 hours here. But certainly I'll run it a little bit longer. And I know it's actually where you are, Ryan. It's approaching midnight, isn't it? This is yeah, that's honestly probably going to be fine. Went a little bit further than we really needed to here. I'll throw it over to reverse. Ah, it's 10:02. Oh, so you're in Mountain Time Zone, is that right? Ooh. Alright, let's couple back up again. And let's head on down to Coal Mine. Oh, you know what? No, our train brake seems to be pressurized here. I wonder why we're... something must be wrong. Oh, you know what? I closed this far pipe. That is the problem. Alright, yeah, Colorado. Nice. We'll go ahead and throw another scoop in here, which I apparently already have on my shovel. like I may need another shovel full of coal. Although we should be going downhill here. That's why you dig for most of the dirt, because there are so many different rocks, being right along the Rocky Mountains. Very cool. And not too much further until the junction for coal mine, although we are also going to be facing away from it. So that's going to be interesting. I don't want to be going too fast here, because I'm just going to be stopping to turn things around. I'm debating if I should take the entire train down with me, or if I should leave the boxcars up here. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave the boxcars up here. Wouldn't be bad to not have the extra weight when we're coming back on up. All right, and we stopped in time this time. Alright, so when I repressurize this side, the other side should stay where it is. And I didn't quite wait long enough there. So I'm fighting my own brakes. We just need to move it a little bit forward here, ahead of this switch post. Alright. And we'll reverse on down to coal mine. Yeah, those cars will just hold me back. You're working on wiring up lights for your layout. These going to be environmental lights or street lights, signals? What kind of lights are we talking about here? not want to be doing any mainline running in reverse in the steamer. That sounds like it would be terrible. Even just this is kind of challenging right now, having to go all the way over to the other side here to see what is going on with the speed limits. Definitely thankful that I left those boxcars behind, because that would have just made it even more difficult. And interior lights for your buildings. Very nice. That sounds like a cool little project. Or big project, as the case may be. Certainly can get pretty intricate putting the little tiny lights inside. Are you using surface mount lights or surface mount LEDs for that? I know that's what a lot of folks at the club that I'm a part of use for their interior lighting. Looking rather decidedly empty here as well. This is kind of disappointing. Also sounds like we're speeding up. Yeah, we are really speeding up here. Let's get that under control. Well, just more flat cars. Although, DE6 did spawn here, interestingly enough. See, station office should be, I think it's at the back here. Maybe? No, that's not it. Oh, it's this one back here, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Not good pickings here today. Huh. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it for the stream. Let's see, I'll catch up on the chat here before I sign off. Ryan, you're saying your mom got you a 20-foot long microwire strand of LEDs, and I'm not sure how it's gonna look, but you're gonna find out. All right. Yeah, the surface mount ones are certainly pretty fine work to get in place. I know folks attach them with I think it's like motor winding wire, really thin stuff, and I think it's also got an enamel coating, so they have to like dissolve it off with like acetone or something in order to solder it to the LED, which is a bit involved for sure. But you know, hey, the results that they're able to produce with that are quite stunning, so I'll give that to them. But yeah, it sounds like you've got something going there and got a nice little project to keep you busy. And as for me, I will be signing off of the stream here today. No luck here in either the iron mine or the coal mine, unfortunately. But we've certainly got a nice view there of that lovely skin by Katie Cat. And it's subtle. I like it. But yeah, I'm going to be wrapping up the stream. So thank you so much for joining. And thanks for keeping me company, Ryan. And you have a good night too. I'll catch y'all next time.